Come one, come all, to the greatest of all days for any musician and people who like gear. So supposedly in this box is an entire shell pack of a drum kit, okay? So this is the Yamaha Stage Custom all bird shell. I'm actually really excited about this. A lot of good reviews online. This is a good sounding kit for the money, not too expensive. I have no idea how they fit a full-on 18 by 22 kick drum in there along with, you know, your toms, and this actually has the snare as well. So I don't know. No hardware, of course. The hardware is in this box. And we got some Wuhan cymbals in there, and then these are to help, you know, keep things quiet. Anyway, it's time for the first and only unboxing I'll ever do in my life. This is the most satisfying part of the video. Boom. I don't do unboxings, so I don't have one of those girly little, you know how people are? They do unboxings and they buy like a scimitar looking knife. No, this is an actual knife that I actually use. These must be the drum heads, I'm assuming. Look at this. Hang on, I have to show you guys. I was skeptical, but I shouldn't have been. Look, there's room to spare. This is it. This is the actual full drum kit. A little bit of hardware, of course, for like the toms and mounting that, but oh my gosh, like I'm actually surprised. Oh, this one already has the head on it. Look at that finish and stuff too. I hope it's not getting too dark in here. Oh, I'm so happy I picked this color. There it is, my friends. God, it looks great. It really does. Oh, that was the bigger of the two rack toms. I forgot, this is kind of like a little guy one. This is what, like a 10, and that one's a 12? And then a 16, I think, for the toms. Okay, I'm actually really pumped because I genuinely thought that this was gonna come completely disassembled. Like it was literally just gonna be shells with like the mounts here, but I was gonna have to put on all of the rims and all the heads and everything. So this is actually gonna save me a bunch of time. I'm ready. Yes. One instrument that will never grow old, never be outclassed by technology. An acoustic drum set. We've got legs. Not my legs, these legs. A drum key. Thank you. What's in here? Oh, these must be all the lugs. But there's two big boxes like this. I'm actually not 100% sure what's in here. Duh. Yeah, I totally even said this earlier. This is the tom mounting hardware. And I was correct. Lugs. Look at that package. That's actually really smart. There we go. Boom, that's it. We have one last box within a box. Come on. Oh. We were missing an entire drum. This is the snare. It's just like, oh yeah, it's all here. Except for this kit includes a snare drum. It's not big by any stretch. This one is just typical like 5.5 by 14, I think. Not bad. Very good looking snare. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I think it's gonna be good. Honestly, the fact that it's smaller is good. Generally small drums are a little quieter. I like that. That's it for this box. On to the next one. Out of here. Kick drum heads. I think you can see the Christmas tree. This is literally like Christmas Day. Like I'm going back in time to when I actually got my first drum set on Christmas, except for I didn't have to unbox it and put it all together. They set it up for me, but this is the hardware pack. This is probably a lot less exciting. Drum hardware is like one of life's less exciting but necessary things. I'm not sure how torn down it's gonna be. What happens when you buy stuff online? This is the Tama hardware set, and part of the reason is because this one came with their kind of lowest tier Iron Cobra pedal. There's lots of other hardware kits out there that seem like they maybe even had slightly better like other elements to it, but for the price, getting an Iron Cobra 200, I just feel like this was the best deal. I'm not drum experts. I'm sure somebody's gonna watch this and be like, what an idiot, Iron Cobra sucks, but whatever, dude, like it's, you know what? Forget you, man. Box 2, Dunzo. Try and keep it sort of clean. Just like my drum licks. Really clean. I was trying to joke, okay? Anyways, a part of the video where I make you all mad because I'm gonna touch these brand new, probably spotless cymbals with my grubby little hands. And you know what? Forget you guys too, okay? Click off the video. That's not true, please keep watching. Also subscribe and like, I would love you. Can you not see this process happening behind that? Can you not see this process unfolding? It comes in a case. I haven't dinged them up yet. Out of my face. Devil. So like I said, Wuhan cymbal pack here. This is basically the cheapest set of cymbals that will give you B20 bronze, and they'll sell it to you in a kit, and they even give you this extremely flimsy but somewhat functional cymbal bag. Also, I feel really bad. That's where coronavirus came from. It's not their, anyway, it's not their fault. Thin, smallish crash, 20-inch ride. They call this a medium heavy. I would call this a light. Our hi-hats are 14s. Now, these are definitely not the world's most attractive looking cymbals, though who cares? As long as they sound good, we're good. Everything is unboxed. This is part of the video where we gotta do a time lapse. If you've never been through the process of putting drums together before, don't worry, it's really not that difficult. You start with the drum head, you line up the rim with the lugs, you insert each lug and tighten them individually. That's, the same thing as tuning the drum. Anyway, really not that difficult, just time consuming. Also, I noticed that with this kit, it includes all these nice little features in the hardware, including one of those little pads that's at the bottom of the kick drum where you mount the bass pedal to. So nice. Boom. There it is, my friends. More or less assembled, all the heads and stuff are on. So now we gotta see if we can fit it in this tiny little cavern over here. I know it's gonna have some weird acoustic properties, but basically, yeah, set this sucker up, put the cymbals on, we'll jam out for a brief second. An obvious problem with most acoustic drum kits is the fact that these things are super loud, and I'm putting this kit up on a very small stage right behind a bunch of singers, myself included. Not to mention the fact that this is just a relatively small church sanctuary anyway. So everything you're going to hear in this video is this drum kit with nothing taming it, but in a future video I'm going to go the whole 9 yards and do everything I can to try and bring the decibel levels down to something more manageable. The thing is, I'm not going to be using a drum gauge if I don't have to, so stay tuned for that. Okay, well, I hate giving up, but it's getting late. I'm gonna clean this thing up, and we'll finish assembling and do a little test run tomorrow. And we're back. But it's not tomorrow, it's actually a full week later. All right, my friends, here it is, fully assembled. It took me a minute to get everything set up and positioned, as is the case with drum sets, but it's definitely worth it, and it's honestly, it's almost like a little weirdly therapeutic to, put drum heads on and set everything up. And especially when it's done, you get to, play it and have fun with it. So this is what she looked like. I definitely don't have this all mic'd up properly yet. We've got, a little something sitting in front of the kick, but obviously not even a port, no hole or anything in there. And then I've got a 57 for the snare over there. But for now, you're just gonna have to hear this through the shotgun mic on my camera, which sounds all right, and I'll do my best to make sure the volume stays contained at least. right, so final thoughts. For starters, man, I wish you could be here in this room to hear this kick. The kick sounds enormous. I mean, it is a full size, 17 by 22 or whatever it is. It's a big kick, but it sounds so deep and so massive. Now, there's no muffling or sound dampening of any kind in it, so that's probably why. But it sounds amazing. I can't wait to kind of tune it a little more and sort of fine-tune specifically the kick. It sounds great. The snare drum, I'm less impressed with, but, it's a small birch snare. It's really just not my style, I guess. But, yeah, hands down, construction is great. Sound is great. I'm really loving it. The Wuhan cymbals, same thing. I'm really impressed. Especially for the price tag. I just was like, these will be a little bit better than your typical like B8 type of thing, but they're a lot better. They're way better. So I'm really happy with that. Honestly, I'm rusty as all get out. I haven't played in so long, but it feels great to be back on the kit. I can't wait to come here and secretly practice a little bit. I mean, I'm a guitar player, but it's fun. The hardware, the Tama hardware is great. The Iron Cobra pedals and stuff feel good. It's quality. I don't normally get to play on nice, good quality stuff like this, but today and for as long as this drum set is here, I'll get to play a little bit. So like I said, I'm definitely going to come back with a little decibel meter and kind of measure how much we're actually getting out of the kit, just like it is, and then I'm going to take some drastic efforts to see if I can quiet it down, and I'll make another video about that. But in the meantime, if you liked what you just saw, you should like the video. You should also subscribe to the channel. It's gonna be a lot more fun stuff like this, kind of a music vlog, making music vlog. So hopefully you guys will follow along with me. I'm really excited for this next year, 2021. I think it's gonna be great. So got big plans, and I hope you stick around for it, friends. Anyway, love y'all. See you in the next one.